Yes.
Yeah, we have the video, the short video.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
it. And yes,
You are able to list a number of materials that you use in manufacturing this.
yes.
I don't know how you came to identify that those would be the right material so that you can come with the right product.
All right. Uh, I'm sure of the materials. Reason being, the plastic. The plastic itself is a glue, and it cannot be destroyed by water. Then the soil we use in making the pavers is it helps to maintain the weight, to bring the weight, and also itself when they get in contact with the plastic, when they're mixed up, they create a very hard solid substance like this one you are seeing. So the mixture is calm, it's okay. That is how I approve my
Now,
material.
I don't know whether I pick well. You mentioned also lemon juice.
All
That
right,
is one of
the lemon juice. Its work is also we just put them around the box to make to help. It helps also not to. It helps the plastic material not to stick on the on the melting on the shaping box. So that is the importance of that lemon juice. We use the juice around the box.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's going to explain first you. This one is the
It's an old school.
which
the
school,
Shana?
which stall is
Shana.
this? This is Lamu College. How many exhibitions do you have? You have two exhibitions. One exhibition.
Yes.
Very good. So you have about 3 to 5 minutes to tell us about your scientific ideas and why you have brought your ideas up to this stage. You're welcome. You can start telling us what.
My name is Opio Jonathan. The title of our project is Nourishing Shaving and Skin Protector Cream. We have decided to make we have decided to come up with the shaving and then the skin protector cream simply because in life we go through different stages of growth, and one is from childhood to adulthood, and these changes in life comes with the development of things like hairs that grows in different parts of our bodies, like beards, under the armpits and then around the genitals. At times when these hairs overgrows, they become undesirable. There is need for us to remove it and shave it away. But we found that among us the youth, they have low knowledge on this one, and they just shave it like that. But after it causes a lot of bruises, inflammation, which causes a lot of pain to them, which may lead to isolation. In case in point, if that youth is a student, can even begin dodging lesion. That prompted us to do several research. We found that then we asked the elderly people on what they used to do, what they used for solving these challenges at past. They gave us several medicinal plants, and number one, they told us of aloe vera, they told us of honey, and then turmeric. And they also told us lemon. But then we decided, now that our project is focusing on the youth, people who are initiated from childhood to adulthood, then they dislike things that can irritate them. That's why we opt out lemon, and we decided to use these three medicinal property. Now the aloe vera has a compound called acochmanan, which has the anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidant property and then antibacterial properties, which can help to prevent that. And then turmeric also has the curcumin, compound called curcumin, which has the anti-inflammatory, antioxidant property. Then honey, because of the thick viscosity, and then also it has the anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties. That's why we have opted to use. Now, we decided to pick a scientific process called saphonification for us to come up with a cream. So we added an ester, which is a shea nut, butter oil, and then potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide, we just got it from wood ash. Then we extract the wood ash and come up with this liquid substance. Then we must change this to liquid by just heating it in minimum temperature and then mix and stir. Then we come up with a cream. But in the process, we have to add salt to precipitate it. Then after precipitate it, we come up with a cream. Then we medicate it with the medicinal plants. Like this one, we don't put it like this, but then we extract only the gel and then we add to our cream. We add to our cream. Basically, that's the scientific process that we use.
Oh, thank you very much
Welcome.
for taking us through the scientific process you went through to get to this cream. Have you proved that it works,
Okay,
or you are using
we started the
Science.
project.
The literature.
We started the project last term, and one of the students used the product, and he reported to us that the product worked.
the student used and reported?
Yes,
How about any of you, the innovators?
we also used it. We used it.
And what is your report?
The report is that after shaving, we have not seen the inflammation and then the bruises that used to be at the past. Because this is the second step we have made. There was one, then we use it, then we test it was working. We tried using it, it was working. That's why we have come up now with this one.
Thank you. Apart from knowing the science involved and aware that you want to use this on human beings, what safety precautions have you put in place?
The safety precaution. We have potassium hydroxide. Now, in the process of making it, I said you add water to ash and produce it. So the safety precaution when making it, you should not use hot ash, because after hiding it can split onto your eyes and cause problem. Okay, the safety of the product. Basically, our product is very friendly because you can see we have only the kitchen material. It is very friendly to us, but we advise not to be used only in the external skin, not to be eaten. Yes.
Yes, thank you, innovators. We are really attracted to your product here because it's very unique. And when you look at this project title, you would assume that probably there could be maybe 2 or more products here, but I can see only one product. And probably it would warrant you to convince me whether the product which you have here will serve both the purpose of saving and then also protecting our skin.
Okay.
Now, why am I saying so? Skin is made up of keratin, isn't it? Hair is also keratin. But here, it is what will save the hair, which is keratin. Won't the skin be damaged as
Okay.
you use this?
I've not
product?
explained how we use this product. This product is aftershave. It is not to remove the hairs. It is aftershave. When you shave, you apply just to prevent the inflammation and then the bruises. That's why we opted for these medicinal properties, medicinal plants. Yes. It is after using maybe a shaver, because the armpits you cannot take to the barbers to go and shave. But after shaving in your private place, then you can apply just to prevent the inflammation and then the bruises. It is not to remove the hairs.
So, is it proper to say that it's an after-shave cream, not nourishing saving what? Cream? I don't know whether it is true.
The reason as to why we use nourishing is the property of aloe vera gel over lemon. I explained earlier that lemon, if we were to use it, would react on our skin. So like this one was just giving us the highlight that during shaving you don't feel any pain, it is just smooth. That's why we talk of nourishing shaving in the process of shaving, but it's not a shaver itself.
Like the last concern, I don't know if you put into consideration how does this cream take care of the preferences, various tastes. Because I have seen this all when I smell it. It has one
Smell.
smell that we have preferences, we have dislikes. How do you take care of that?
Now,
It's like this smell, then I will not use it.
amongst the materials that we have used, one of the minor materials is the perfume, but it is optional. It is optional because some people would opt for perfume while others are even allergic to perfume.
So does that take care of the various, because I might like something which smells nice for me to use. So for me I need perfume. So how do you take care of these various needs?
Okay, like this one we have added some perfume to it, but in a very small quantity.
So I think it's good, maybe in future if we are to improve, we take various needs, the colors, the smell, yes, the perfumes of varying what?
Yeah, we have added perfume, but colors they are the same.
Yes, but we are trying to give you advice that
Thank you.
which types of perfumes are you adding, not only one, okay? Maybe the color also, so that I'm attracted, okay? Yes.
Potassium hydroxide, it is an alkali. We use it just in the production of making a cream. I said we use the scientific concept of saphonification to get the cream. Remember, potassium hydroxide react with the fats to give us soft soap, which is a cream. Yes, and that's why we.
Our time is moving. Just after you are in your PowerPoint, and you learn to rehearse. And feel free to go outside to rehearse. Rehearse how you teach. Rehearse. So that's when you have
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I understand this is which school?
Erusi Secondary School,
Erusi Secondary School from
Nebi District.
Nebi District.
Yes.
Erusi Secondary School, Nebi. Do you have it? Okay, you can record. While we record, we welcome you to Lira,
Thank you.
the Northern Region Center, for this exhibition for this year, right?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming all the way from Nebi.
Yes, thank you.
And within 3 to 5 minutes,
Yes.
you will be telling us about your innovations, all that you would like us to know about your innovation
Yes.
within that period of time, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. My name is Dalar Hamon and is Mungojakisa Habat. We are all along from Erusi Secondary School, located in Nebi District, and this is Science in Action. So, we have come up with this product here after doing our investigation in many parts of the world, specifically around our community and in towns. We found that many people in towns, they cannot afford using the electricity and other gas or energy sources. Therefore, we thought it wise as the new generation, as the young scientists, we thought it wise to come up with this project here, so that we can, of course, solve the problem that very many people, actually worldwide, we are facing the problem of our shortage. This product here, it looks very simple, but there is a lot of science in it. First of all, our project here, let me first push it. Our product here, it is painted black, as you can see from the vision. You can see it is painted black because, first of all, black is a color for sadness, which means our environment is sad. You get the point? Our environment is sad, and the color for black means sadness. Therefore, that is the first reason why we painted this thing black. Secondly, what makes our product here very unique and different from others on market is that we have put some stone gravels inside this thing here, such that when you are cooking, they are inside there. When you are cooking your food, you can use a little amount of charcoal but produce more energy, hence promoting sustainable and eco-friendly life. The next thing is that we have made proper ventilation of this product here. As you can see, we have made some holes here, so that when you are cooking your food, you don't face the problem of air circulation. I think you get the point. Okay. Other stoves on market, they are made just using clay. Just they make their things, of course, using a clay. But ours here, it is made from different knowledge, that inside this clay we have put grasses, gravels, and the clay itself. Due to the density that the gravel has, this thing here can absorb the heat. You can cook at night, but in the morning you still find the heat is there. So that is the reason why we are saying that it is energy efficient. On top of that, it is very flexible. You can use it in the airplane, you can use it in cities, you can use it everywhere, because you just put it somewhere. It takes long for the heat to burn someone because we have put the handle is down. You get the point? So this product of ours here, that is a brief description of how it works. Then in conclusion, I would like to say that for future improvement, I therefore recommend that expanding the product or testing for different environment should be done further in order to validate its efficiency. So, and I again request that we increase the advancement, we increase the awareness in the community, such that other community members also, they get aware of this product. That is a brief explanation I can give about our product, how it works. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much
Yes.
for your presentation. I have one concern.
Yes.
You told us this stove can be used in the aeroplane, it can be used in the kitchen, and then you mentioned it's eco-friendly.
Yes.
So can you make me understand exactly what makes it eco-friendly, apart from it being portable and used everywhere? Because
Yes,
I'm not sure about the emissions from this stove. How
That's a
has
very
it
good
handled
question.
that idea of the emissions that would cause pollution?
This stove here, first of all, when it is using charcoal, of course, I said little charcoal can be put, but you produce more heat. Therefore, I think your point is the point of making it to be used everywhere.
No. the safety of the environment in relation
Yes.
to the use of this?
That is the question I was waiting for. The safety is in such a way that it is decreasing the use of charcoal, yet use of charcoal is driving us towards climate change through deforestation.
So, in other words, does this stove work without producing any smoke or soot that would pollute the environment?
The smoke that it produces is very little because of the ventilation we have invented. Because if we had not put this ventilation here, it's going to produce a lot of smoke, hence can cause health effects when inhaled.
Sorry?
Unit. The welfare officer, I saw you out there. You may come over to us here. Give us a report of the plants.
The project title is Designing Energy Efficient Charcoal Saving Stove.
Yes.
It's with the teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, our innovators.
Yes.
It is good you have come up with this particular stove. And you mentioned a number of materials that you had used for constructing.
Yes.
There's one particular material which I wonder maybe the use of that in your stove here. That was grass, that you even use grass for
Yes.
making it.
Yes.
You know very well that grass will normally burn after eating. And your stove here will heat to a high temperature such that the grass there will get burnt. What was the use of the grass in making that?
The grass was particularly, if a grass is combined with the soil, it makes the soil more sticky, hence can be packed together, and the breaking of this thing can last for even 20 years without breaking. So this thing will last longer because of the grass inside it. That grass cannot get burnt. I think that's the point. Yes.
Thank you. When you try to check on the weight here, you'll find that it's quite heavier, isn't it?
Yes.
And probably the grass that had been used in order to make the soil particles stick together and then
Yes.
can be modeled will get burnt maybe afterward, firing it,
Yes.
so that it will leave spaces and will be able to reduce the light, isn't it so?
Yes.
So that one could also have contributed to what? Reduction in the weight of this stove. Now, what particular improvement can you make on this stove such that people get to buy compared to those one which is available in the market?
Okay. I have already mentioned some improvements that on market we don't have the stones inside the stoves. They just make their stove. But ours here, we have invented it in such a way that the stones itself, when it gets heated, it can cook food more than the charcoal even. So another thing is that the black color we have put in it here. Black color, using the knowledge of physics, we know that black can absorb radiant heat, hence making it very effective. I think that's the point.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. If maybe your project here has to go to the next level, should we look at those improvements which you can make,
Yes.
such that you'll be able to earn more marks. Thank you for your presentation.
Welcome.
Yes. Good afternoon to our innovators.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
You're fine.
Uh,
You're welcome.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, we are students from Laurel Secondary School. My name is Amasa Tracy, and my friend is Okello Quinto. I'm in Senior 4, he's in Senior 6 Science. So our project here, we have it. Its title is Enhance Security Through Crossbow Development, and this is the crossbow. So the reason as to why we have come up with this project, is because we have seen in our communities, we have challenges and problems of insecurity. That has made us, it has prompted us much to come up with this product simply to enhance the securities of our societies. For example, this product is mostly needed in schools, banks, and other big institutions that have security men, because this gadget is used by security men like the watchmen. It's used by them. So this product, when we have it in our communities, especially with the watchmen, it will help them so much to improve the security of that society. For example, in our schools, it will help to improve the security there, because if you have it, even a thief will fear, because if one comes today and by chance he goes back, he will tell other people that, you see, in that place they have such and such a thing. They use it for security. So it will make the others fear to come here. Now, in this crossbow, we had other old models of the crossbow, of the bows, but with this one, it has come with other uniqueness. For example, in its mechanical draw weight, this string gives a mechanical draw weight by pulling it up to this lock. This is a locking mechanism that has made it so unique from the other models of the bows. Because from here, if you pull it, this string, it will lock it, because this is the locking mechanism. So when you pull the string here, it will lock it before you trigger. So we have, in the results and feasibilities, there are high demands in the communities that we have already seen, because it has not ended only in our school. There are already other schools that have already, actually, they have already made like demand for them. And this is not the only one that we have made. We have been having many of them, but they are being taken by the people who wanted it. For example, a case in point, this school, the head teacher is also demanding for it. And we have to produce and give it to him, because people have really seen that this thing is a working one and it can work, because it's not a prototype, it's a working one. So in the rural areas, this product can also be made simply because the materials are just readily available. For example, this metal, we can get it from the broken vehicles on the scraps. And the strings, we can get them from the hardwares, these kind of springs, we can get them from the nearby hardwares that we have. So everything is just readily available. And making it is not difficult, because we already have the rural electrification, which has been promoted by the government, which has aided the making and the welding of these metals. So there's nothing difficult in it. Even in the low communities that do not have electricity, they can make it through the blacksmiths. They can help them to make this. And it's already scalable to many other institutions and the schools, because we are already seeing how this thing is moving worldwide. It's not only in our school. We have already seen it moving everywhere. So thank you. May I invite my friend to also say something?
Using 1 minute, we have some questions.
So this crossbow cut across many subjects, like the physics part of it, we have the energy transformation, then also the mechanical property of it. So the energy transformation, the bow, and then these wire cables, after you have cocked it onto this button, it will be having the elastic potential energy. For which that elastic potential energy, before you have triggered it, it is containing the elastic potential energy, both the wire cables and then the bow. Now, after you have pressed the trigger, that elastic potential energy is converted to kinetic energy, for which that kinetic energy is transferred to this ball upon the release. Now, this is a process of cocking. You pull these wire cables, and then you put it onto this button. Before the button has been locked, there is a lock inside here, so the button has been locked. After you have pulled this string, and then you have put it onto this button, it is already locked. So now this trigger just helps to release the lock which is inside here. Now, after you have pressed the trigger, the button will release the string, and then the string will come and take that kinetic energy which was converted before, and then upon the release of this. So about the caulking, I will show to you. And then also the mathematical part of it, just in the calculation, like the shape of this thing, how we have designed it. We have decided to remove some other parts just to make it not even be heavy enough for someone to pull. And then also to measure the trajectory of this ball, because we know projectile is anything which you give it the initial velocity, and you just allow it to move on its own in the present and constant force field. So this one, we use the mathematical part of it just to measure the trajectory of this one, and also to measure the point that you're going to align with your target. And then also, all of this is just a combination of engineering, like physics, and then all those. So those are the subjects that cut across. So this is how to caulk the ball.
Some questions.
Yeah, thank you for this particular innovation, which will be able to enhance our security. Now, when you look at this gadget that you have produced, I see that it's quite heavy. It's not as handy as the local bow as such. Now, will it be possible for the security personnel to walk around with? Because surveillance should be what kept for the whole place. Will it be possible for someone to walk about the place carrying out this particular gadget? Thank you.
It is very possible, because even I, as a semi, I can carry it. I can carry it. You see. Now, how about the security personnel? If I can carry, then how about the security personnel? Because I know it cannot be a young person to be promoted as a security personnel. It's an old person. It's a big person, actually. You see. So it is portable. Someone can carry and walk with it around. Even you can caulk and you leave it in the caulking point. Then you move with it. Then you just wait for the time to put the button, press the trigger. You see. It's portable. You can move with it.
Okay.
Can you demonstrate for us without putting a bullet?
Okay.
So this is how you are supposed to
Wait.
So this is how you're supposed to caulk the ball. We have here the stand, which will help you in the pulling of the string. So you pull the string, and then you just put it onto this button here. And then you put your ball here, but I'm not going to put it right now because it may hurt someone. So after you put your ball, then you make sure and align with the target you're going to shoot. Okay, it is not yet having the ball. Let me just position it. So let me say I'm going to shoot that target. You make your hand align with this hole here for you to for proper shooting of the target. Then you just press this trigger. I said that the trigger is going to release this button. Then you just press the trigger. Then it moves with that force.
Yes, good afternoon, our innovators. Yes. Now, we have just come and we see settings that we do not pick. And then maybe it is through your explanation that we'll get to know maybe your project.
It's fine, sir. Okay. My name is Tefi Mela from Laurel Senior Secondary School alongside my friend. Now, we have come out with the project by the title Fleet Pressure Powered Irrigation Project. Now, this project we have come out with, we have found that there is adverse effects of climate change and affecting the pattern rainfall of the many regions in Uganda today. So we have come out with the innovation and to find out the challenge and to come out with the way to mitigate this challenge we are facing. Now this project we have come out with the objectives and the purpose. We have seen that the environment in many regions and the soil have been affected and have been highly degraded, resulting into climate change. Now, in this project, the innovation and the uniqueness, though there are other irrigation made in this modern world, but this one have some innovation and the uniqueness. Now the availability of pump exerting fluid pressure into the secondary source, enhancing the flow of fluids in the shorter period of time. So this project, if you see it like this, the pressure that is produced by the foot pump, it can be able to pass through the secondary source in the shorter time. And this project, the need resource, we have used two 20-liter jerrycans, of which one will be acting as a primary source and one will be acting as a secondary source. And we have used one foot pressure pump, of which it will be acting as a pressure producer. Now, the project is also having the 5 jerrycan liter, of which this 5-liter jerrycan will be acting as a pressure preserver and sometimes as a fountain generator. And we also have 2 1.5-liter mineral water bottle, of which we found that this water bottle have been highly degrading soil, leading to soil infertility, of which some people, and in most cases, most people use these water bottles and they just throw it anyhowly, not knowing that this water bottle is also leading to soil degradation, of which we found out that we should come up with the innovation to create and we reuse this water bottle, which is leading to soil degradation. And we also use the T-junction pipes. This one is just to make the connections of this design. And we also use 4 1-angle bends, of which this one will be also acting. We have used it also for making junctions to the pipes. And this product also, we have used 5 weeks to come out with the. Now, I call upon my colleague to elaborate more on that.
This 5-liter jerrycan is acting as the water is not there, but we have the water somewhere, but we had the fear of wetting the place, but we can demonstrate it outside. So this 5-liter jerrycan will act as the pressure preserver, so that when the water flows, it will be also exerting more pressure. Even these 2 1.5-liter jerrycans, this one also act as the pressure preserver, so they will be exerting those pressure. So as the water flows into the system, it will be flowing through the fountain generator, of which on reaching the fountain jets, the water will come out of this jet in terms of fountain. We have all this side and the other side. You can see from the other bottle. The hole are here and also this side. So as you continue pumping, the water will come out in form of the fountain. Meanwhile, you will be sprinkling your crops. So if you want to also sprinkle the area nearby the system, you maybe stop this one a bit so that the pressure inside is reduced, so that the fountain is also reduced, so that it waters the area surrounding the system. So that is how our project works. Also, this project cut across very many subjects, of which the main one is the physics. Because if you see the flow of water from the primary source to the secondary source, it is governed by the pressure difference and also the gravity. So as it flows, it will be moving throughout with what we call Pascal principle and the gravity. So that is why physics is the main subject under this project. And also we have mathematics. This will be unable to make it, all the measurement will be very difficult for you. So that is why we are also saying mathematics also took part during the process. Also we have entrepreneurship. This entrepreneurship helps us in financing, budgeting carefully, so that the little amount we had and help us to come out with the final product of which you are seeing. Also we have ICT. This ICT do plays the role in preparing our Word document and also preparing our presentation. As the time comes, you will be seeing them on the presentation. And then also we have
Okay. Thank you for your particular presentation here. we have seen that you have some gauge here, and we have not learned from you.
With the user of this innovation in terms of time management.
Thank you.
I think it's already good afternoon, Comboni College.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so we are at your disposal. Tell us, introduce yourself, tell us about your project. You have about 3 to 4 minutes to make all the presentation standing.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Michael Okao. I'm a senior 4 student from Comboni College with my partner. And we are here to make in minimizing the rate of accidents. Another one, there's job insecurity. Why? Because of traffic congestions. Let me say a person has come from the village to town by 7. Due to the traffic congestions in the street, which is his or her workplace by 8 or by 9, it will make the job all the more. It simply means warm up, because you are soon leaving. And the pedestrians who are crossing, they must cross now so fast so that they reaches the end point of the road, the other side of the road so fast. And when it reaches green, it means that no pedestrians should cross the road. So therefore, the green one, it will allow the motors or anything that...
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the brain of the system. And when this Arduino board then commands the system that helps in the changes of the colors. Here, the Arduino board, we have programmed it with the codes of C++, and we have put our time interval to bit seconds. In this case, we are going to show you how it works. Now,
this system, since it is at the prototype level, it is 70,000 only at this stage here. It's just 70,000. We program for you everything, and then you can just, like, let me say for the school, it means that it will help children in the morning. That one is ranging from 6 to like 8, and in the evening ranging from 4 to 6. Therefore, you will just carry it and put it on the roadway side.
Okay.
That will help you.
Thank you very much. Your names, I think I did not take your names.
Apollo Stephen.
And Okidi Marvin. Okay. This is Abim. We have Morlem, or just Abim Morlem. Okay. Yes, ladies, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. You're welcome.
Yes, how are you?
Okay.
Right, so we are setting you off with your project. You may go ahead. We'd like to know what this project is all about. Introduce yourself and then tell us about your project in 3 to 4 minutes and you'll be done. Try to be audible enough so that we can hear you.
Can I start? Thanks so much. This is Real Science in Action. We are here. This Real Science in Action. My name is Sabina Rod Caroline from Olem Gasna Secondary School. Right, we are here to present for you a project entitled Production of Organic, Humanly Friendly Typhic Herb for Treating Typhoid Fever. Recently, one of the health challenges that we are able to identify in our community has become common is typhoid fever. Our research also shows that in most of the developing countries, especially where there is poor sanitation, people drink canned boiled water and eat unwarmed food, which causes typhoid fever, since this contains the bacterium Salmonella typhi, which stays in cold and dirty environment. According to the World Health Organization, as of 2019, an estimated 9 million people contract typhoid fever, resulting in 210,000 deaths worldwide. So to come up with a solution to the identified problem in our rural area, being typhoid fever, we therefore decided to make this organic typhic app to treat the disease. So typhoid fever is a life-threatening infection that is caused by bacterium Salmonella typhi. This bacteria, once they are ingested into the body, they multiply and spread into the bloodstream. So once this spread into the bloodstream, how will you be able to know that you're having typhoid? So you're able to know this through its signs and symptoms. And this include the major head, abdominal pain, the raw spots. So these are rashes which are usually found around the chest or stomach. Next is headache, have diarrhea or constipation, and lastly vomiting. So to overcome the challenge, I said before that we made this organic typhic herb for its treatment. So this herb is made out of the following materials, and these materials are used due to specific reasons. First is honey. The typhoid fever negatively affects the digestive system, and that is why people with the disease experience either constipation or diarrhea. Typhoid fever can also damage the intestines. So this honey helps to protect the digestive system by ensuring proper digestion of food, thereby solving the problems associated with digestion. Honey also helps the body to recover fast from typhoid, as it empowers the immune system to fight off the disease. Next is the lemon juice. Lemon juice is rich in vitamin C, and lemons is one of the best fruits that is used to boost the body immune system. So lemon juice helps to restore the pH of the body to that of an alkaline state, in which the bacterium Salmonella typhi responsible for typhoid fever can't survive. Next is the guava leaf. These leaves are very powerful against typhoid fever. They have antibacterial compounds that help to reduce the production of mucus and boost the immune system. We have the neem leaf. Neem leaf have got bioactive compounds that have shown promise in combating the typhoid fever. So these compounds work through various mechanisms to fight off the bacterium Salmonella typhi. Aloe vera plant. This plant helps to inhibit the growth of different bacteria in the body. Next is the lemon leaf. Lemon leaf helps to inhibit also the growth of the bacterium Salmonella typhi, which is responsible for typhoid fever. The mango leaf. Mango leaf has also got the same inhibitory effects as the lemon leaf. And lastly is the pawpaw leaf. So pawpaw leaf helps to boost the body immune system. So neocolonialism has really destroyed the life of Africans, since they have continued to consume more of the processed products, leaving their natural resources around them. Yet these processed medicine are made out of the natural resources that are extracted within us. And as far as of it, I would like to welcome my colleague to take you through the production process of our herb.
We keep it in 1 minute.
So thank you. My name is Lanyero Eunice Ato. I'm going to take you through the production process of this organic, human-friendly typhic herb. To come up with this project, we conducted an online research in order to get the solution. To solve the problem we identified, since the rate of typhoid fever had rampantly increased according to the report we have got from the health center. We also consulted our elders on how they used to treat typhoid fever in the past, of which the information we got was that they use natural resources such as leaves and roots. After we have attained all the necessary information we needed, we developed a plan and gathered all the necessary resources for making this herb. We collected our leaves from the school orchard, purchased our honey from a nearby local market, and extracted our lemon juice from lemon fruits that they got from their orchard. After, we obtained measurable amounts of each material to ensure maximum effectiveness. So the measured leaves were then boiled in a known amount of water to obtain the solution. After, we measured the honey and poured into the solution, and also we measured the known amount of lemon juice and added into the solution. After, we stirred the solution to obtain the uniform solution of typhic herb. So, this is our typhic herb, organic, human-friendly typhic herb. These are the signs and symptoms of typhoid, as she explained. These are the resources we used, as she also explained. And to prove the action of this typhic herb, we tested it on 20 people in our rural area, that is to say Aremo parish, whereby those people showed signs of typhoid fever. This was done by giving them 250 mils of the herb after every 12 hours for 3 days. When I talk of 250 mils, we use this to measure our herb. This is 250 mils, of which it is a quarter a liter. So in the morning, we take a quarter a liter, which is 250 mils, and also in the evening, we take a quarter a liter. So to make a complete dose, you have to take this for 3 days.
Some questions?
Thank you very much for the product. My question is, how safe is this product? And then the dosage, how do we manage? Because you've said 250 mils. Does that go across all age groups? Those who may be having other ailments like kidney issues? How safe are we if we are to use this product?
Thanks so much. As you said before, that this is an organic herb. So when you say organic, it doesn't involve the use of chemicals. So most of the time when medicines are processed, they are not tested on humans. They are not tested on humans, but on animals. But with a local herb, it doesn't involve chemicals. That is why we tested directly on the infected patients. Then when you talk of 250 mils, this is given to an adult. And for a child, you give a half of the 250 mils. Thank you.
Sorry, my friends from Morulem Girls.
Yes.
You are trying to use indigenous knowledge to attempt solving health problems within the society, right?
Yes.
But indigenous knowledge in the contemporary world has to be supported with a concrete science. You have these herbs, so many of them, according to your report. Did you find out what active chemical ingredients are present in each of them and the role of each ingredient?
Thanks so much. So according to our research, as we explained before, the roles of each leaf in this. So the ingredients that are found, the scientific names of the ingredients in these leaves, we are still continuing our research, and as time comes, through the support of the science department, will be able to come up with real medicine for typhoid fever.
We are moving to the one outside.
Outside. So, ladies, thank you very much. This is the direction of chemotherapeutics, all right?
Yes.
But there is some science that you need to be grounded with. You need to investigate what active chemical substances are present in, for example, mango leaves, and what has science said about them with respect to curing diseases, and so on and so forth. And also read and find out what other researchers have already done with regard to herbs and the treatment of typhoid fever. But I love the passion that you have expressed. It is a great direction we are taking. Thank you very much, and welcome. We are very grateful that you were able to leave Morulem Girls and travel and arrive here when we already started the adjudication. But you have been able to effectively demonstrate your scientific skills. We are very grateful for that. Keep it up. Huh?
Thank you.
Yes. There is a group out. We we have not we have not we have not seen Ajaba. Is this Achaba SS? Oh, this is good.
Very patient.
Achaba SS. Gentlemen, I don't see a lady. I may not be correct. I don't see a lady. I only see brilliant gentlemen.
Yeah.
We are sorry. You were the first people to park here this morning at 8.
It's okay. We are even still young youth.
Okay. So we are here to listen to your scientific ideas, which you have brought to exhibit. And within 3 to 5 minutes, we expect that you shall have explained to us what your innovation is about and any other thing you would like the scientific world to know. So you are welcome.
Thank you so much. I want to thank you, all of you, for sparing your time to come for this great presentation. Now, in front of you here, you are seeing a solar dryer, a constructed and designed solar dryer. So this solar dryer, first of all, in its construction, it is made up of this frame you are seeing, made of wood, to give the frame support. That is this wood here. And from here, you can see here is the glass that we have made it of. This glass was bought to replace the windows of our school, but though they were discarded because they were no longer in use, they had got another one. So this one, we just got it. And then from here, we have inside the black body. This black body is a good absorber of heat. So it can absorb radiation from the sun, which will pass through this transparent glass here to enter. And after entering here, it is going to retain that heat. It will absorb. This wood being a bad conductor of heat, it is not going to allow loss of heat. So the heat which will be coming from the sun will be kept intact here. And again, if you are to see down here, there is a space down here, these side spaces. This one, we call it the inlet vents. Fresh air, we know they are less dense, so they pass from down here, then the warm air inside will be coming out through these side vents.
So you said fresh air
goes from down, then the warmer ones will be coming out through these vents. So from here, we have designed it basically for drying fruits. However, it can also dry other vegetables, even meat, it can dry. So from here, the uniqueness is that it will be drying, not only drying, but while maintaining the food nutrients in it, which has nutritious benefits to us. So in this, we have what we call the temperature regulator, which is a thermostat, which we have incorporated that innovation into. So we have it, we have the whole system embedded from this side. So from here, if temperature which is entering inside here is above the optimal temperature that the fruits should dry in order to preserve its food nutrients, the fan is going to start automatically. According to the research that we made, if temperature is 40 degrees Celsius and above, the food nutrients in the mangoes can be denatured. So we have set here 35 degrees Celsius. So the reason why we have made it 35, we know that as the fan works, there is correction. So we don't want it to exceed that temperature. We don't want the temperature inside to reach 40 degrees Celsius. That would otherwise denature the food values in our fruit that we will be drying. And this one, how to use is very simple. You just have to wash what you want to dry. You slice it into pieces. Then this wire mesh, we have put it here purposely to hold the foodstuffs that will be drying. Like for example, if we didn't have it, these ones are smaller pieces. And you can imagine the effectiveness of this. We have done research that this one, it is better than the ordinary just laying your things under the veranda and then drying, because it keeps the energy which will be coming from the sun. It preserves energy. And then now, like I was saying, the reason why we have come up and we have the confidence that it keeps the nutrients, because we did a food test on the fresh mango, and then after our product was dried, we carried out another food test, and the results were that the food nutrients 70 to 80% are always kept of the food value are preserved. And again, what now makes it unique is that it is very easy to use. This glass material, if you are tied up with your shadows, you just put your things there. If it rains, here we have glued it. Rain will be coming but will not be entering. And not only that, it is also hygienic in a way. If you lay down, just your things which are drying can easily get exposed to dust and other pollutants which can contaminate it. But from here, your things are just safe. So you can just pick it anytime, then you eat. So you find that after the drying, the odourness, the color, and then the taste of all this, it is still maintained. That is the brilliantness behind this project. And again, it is cost effective, because from the design here, this one, there were logs in our school. Then we requested a nearby workshop near our school. Then we went and made it ourselves. We used the knowledge of physics dimensions. And then inside this black body, we were taught in class. So we had to just apply that knowledge in real life context. So the reason why we have said we have here, including this fan is for the system, is for the CPU in the system unit of a computer. A computer was spoiled from our school. So we removed this fan, then we tested it was working. Then we came up with the idea that it could help us in a way in regulating the temperature. So this one, we got it from a system unit of a computer in our school. So our project here engages also recycling, because this one we just recycled it. And then other materials here we were given by the school because we could not find them within the local area. Like for example, the thermostat. I remember that is the only thing that we bought, and then including the battery. But all these other ones, we just got it from school. A construction was taking place in our school where the DPC was got, this black polythene. So this was the remaining one that we had to cut, and then we have made with our project. Maybe if there is any question, I would be glad to give responses to them. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, our young innovators. You have come up with a good project, and I think our farmers will be able to benefit from this. Not even farmers, even those who would wish to buy our products. Now, except that maybe you need to guide us onto how the thermostat will be set at the appropriate temperature. Because here you are talking about 40 degrees. And when I look around, there's no 40 degrees. Or maybe there's no another alternative of adjusting it to maybe 35 or maybe what
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, the control of the temperature the temperature control system is embedded this side. So as you can see from this knob, here the first one here is written set. So if you want to set, you tap this button, and here there is a positive sign, a plus sign for adjusting the temperature. Then this side, this third one is a minus. As you can see, a minus is above here. So you press set, then you press plus plus, that is for adding. Then for reducing, you press this one for minus. Then that is how simply just you can. So this one does not need you to go to school to use. Just simple as that. Even illiterates can use this system of ours. Yeah.
Then maybe one more question.
Okay.
What were the challenges that you encountered during the production of this, and how would you work towards at least addressing those challenges? Thank you.
Thank you. The challenges that we faced over this, like our old system here, it involved us to use other sharp materials, like for example the nail. I remember I hit my hand with a hammer, so that was also one of the challenges that we met. And also the work was hectic, but though the work was hectic, you find that the benefits that I get at the end of the day outweighs that negative part. So though the challenges I met, I still found that at the end, what I've come up with, it is proportional to the efforts that I have made, and its product is proportional to that. Then another challenge that I met was technical challenges. This thermostat, at first I didn't know how to use it, but though when I was now guided, I became just well acquainted with the old system and how to use it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, our excavator is not as cheap as the other one. It's not as, not as expensive as the other one. The other one. This one.
We finalize this one. First. Okay. Where are the innovators? Good afternoon. We are wondering which school this is. Sorry?
This is
Jubilee. Jubilee.
Jubilee 2000.
Jubilee 2000. Yes. And it is in Karenga district.
Yes.
So you are most welcome.
Thank you.
All the way from Karenga district to Lango College,
yes,
the center for this year's regional science exhibition competitions. May we know what your project is about? What is the project title? Do you have a project report?
Yes, we have it.
Okay. So
Actually.
you have 3 to 5 minutes to tell us about your innovation. Then we shall need about 2 minutes to, and we call it a day for now.
Yeah, it's our project. We come up with this kind of project because of very many problems that we identified all over the region. Actually, when you are seeing like this one is a simple project of obtaining clean water from that water. This one now is only, we refer our point of interest within the region, Karamoja. In Karamoja, specifically a district of Kotido, we specify in Kotido because that is a district whereby most of the things are happening. The spread of these waterborne diseases is mostly rapid in Kotido district due to the fact that people use the water that they collect from the dams that were constructed by government for reserving water for animals. You find that at the same time people will collect that water for cooking, and at the same time they bathe on that very source of water. You find that there is much spread of diseases like bilharzia, cholera, and typhoid. So we came up with a simple project like this, which is not even very difficult to access. You see, even the materials we have used, very simple materials. As you can see, inside there we have materials that are more affordable. They're just more affordable. That does not require much money, apart from what you see only the plumbering and the buckets. So what we have inside here, we have layers, but at this particular time, we travel from a long way from Karamoja, and if you even know the kind of transport that we had is not at all, because of even the way to Karamoja is not easy. So our things got broken up. This is one of our challenges. You know, in everything that you do, there is always challenges that you always carry their risks. So this is one of the challenges that we identified. So by next time, we will have to at least do some other thing to avoid this kind of things. Our bucket got broken up of the materials that we had arranged got mixed up. We could not come with the real thing, but when we had been trying, things were okay. So this is how the thing is. From here, we'll have inside there, at the bottom, in the bottom of the bucket, we have these gravels, which we call hag beads. This one's we get them, the clean one, which is washed clean. Then again, after that one, we have the medium gravel, medium sized. You put on top. Then on top again, after that one, you again put the gravels, that very size, the bigger ones. Now, those ones are here. Now, this is where we are going to power that water that you collect from the dam. You power it here, and in the particles, yes, this is how the water will look like. The particles of the water, the bigger particles will be captured by those bigger gravels. The particles will be captured by those bigger gravels. As the water enters inside, medium-sized particles, gravels, will still work on the particles that would have escaped from these bigger gravels. Capture those ones, and from there, while we place those bigger gravels down there, for effective flow of water from down through this pipe. And from there, we have again still the smaller medium-sized gravels from down there. And after those ones, we have the charcoal. And the reason why we place the charcoal is that the charcoal has ability to remove bad smell, remove germs that would be associated with the water. So after that, you will have to put the sun. The sun is still up the charcoal. Now after that, putting the sun, the fine sun is purposely to at least now filter those smaller particles of that would have escaped from there up to filter, and now the nylon cloth on top will at least now make the water appear clean from top. as I said earlier, that our materials got mixed up. We could not sort them at this particular time, so it gave us a hard task. So we would see clean water appearing that
The
way.
other side.
Yes. Thing is, from there, it is measured the outcome there, you see, clean water. And of course, even if it is clean water, there is need at least to add some chemical. There is chlorination process in that bucket. We had chlorine there, make water so much effective for use. And this one will benefit the people of Karamoja. Instead of using the direct water, that water from the wells, at least they will at least acquire some good quality water in this process. And you'll find that if we go back there in the region and we exercise this kind of project, you'll find that the rate of at which the disease spread is at least reduced. So the project is so important that this is life skill. And if at all this thing was going to work, they would even test the water from there. I think this is the most good project that can enhance life.
Thank you very much.
Yes, madam.
It starts from the point you told us that you encountered a challenge. Your things got broken.
Yes.
So what kind of improvement have you thought of that would enable you even move with your project and you don't get these problems and make it long lasting? Because already you encountered that problem. So what have you thought? What would be a better material to use?
According to our observation, madam, these particular things would be okay if we had organized our materials into smaller bags of that kind, organize them, pack them, not to put in one place. Then we carry these ones alone. Then the other one we tie. Rather smaller one, it's different bag work, so that we pack those ones because they are very hard. They can at least depend themselves, but this one we tie them alone, so that they don't get broken up, because the weight that was here, and when even the road was not actually okay, when the car bangs and what, there is a pressure force exerted somewhere, and you find that there is
yes, that one is understood. Somewhere. Now the other question is,
yes,
much as you are saying it's the pressure, but I see this plastic can even break at home. Okay. Very easily. I thought you talk of a better material that would withstand any force that would instead of the plastic. And then I want to understand, first of all, the affordability of this system here, because we want to use it back in Kotido, in Karenga, yes. Is it something that our people down there at home can appreciate and afford? And then two, I see our water has to move from this bucket to this bucket, and to me it appears to be same level from one bucket to the next. So, okay, let me first ask. Okay. So how does explain to me how this water is able to move from this bucket to this bucket here and maintain, because I see now the outlet here is at a higher level than where the water is. How is the level of water maintained so that it's always flowing through here into the other bucket?
Okay.
So is this,
Let me start by what you said, affordability. Even you cannot say that people are very what poverty is working on people very badly, that they cannot even afford this. Now, if you look at this one, we got this one, each of it at 28,000, this buckets. And this one, these new pipes here, took us like 120,000 plus labor, and that is already. Now, let me describe the process of which water flows the other side. You find that from this side here, but of course, we would have tilted this thing to be slightly. This process would be plastic inclined. Now the water when we pour from here, the water when we pour from here, there is what is called atmospheric pressure that acts on the water from here, the water surface. The water is forced to flow down.
Do you keep the bucket covered or it's supposed to be open?
It is supposed to be open. Eh?
Yes.
No,
So that's why I'm
really
asking the
covered this
question.
thing, yes. I have understood. You see, this kind of thing, when we pour water here, we leave it open and the atmospheric pressure will act on the water, causes it to flow through there, as well as the filtration process is undergoing. The water will be forced to flow, and when they reach there, now still the water is forced to come up, to diffuse. The water diffuses through all those particles up. As we continue pouring water, that water from here. Because now there is a lot of force exerted from here, then the other clean water will be filtered up. As we find there, this pipe. Now, what happens now when the water covers this pipe? There is now automatic flow of water. The water flows there up to that bucket. Still, we continue pouring water from here. The water will fill up that bucket. Now, there is a point whereby we decided this tap to be that particular size. That size. You see, in all, you'll find that it is not so obvious that the water, the dirty particles will be filtered all from here. We imagine that there are those tiny particles, very tiny, that they could have escaped from these processes, and they go there. You'll find that now, if we had to put our tap here, those particles, when they concentrate there, will come out with the water. Then we decided to design our. If there is any other particle that goes there, it is settled at there. The bottom
Yes,
of the
thank
thing.
you very much. I'll go to this. Lastly, also put charcoal. What is the role of the charcoal there?
I think I can give my friend to.
Now, the role of a circle inside there. First one is that it absorbs the bad smell, or maybe if this water, because from there we don't have this water which can the water may be smelly, so this water which goes from there, it goes forward after it passing through the charcoal. The charcoal absorbs. That one.
Yes.
It absorbs
what is
the
absorption. Yes.
Yes, it absorbs the bad smell, and also the germs.
Thank you very much for really laboring with all your challenges. You made it here and you have done it. Now, may I take your names?
Okay. Uchen Richard.
Richard.
Uchen with H.
Oh, with H. Okay. Richard.
Yes.
And?
Kamara.
Kamar.
Yes, Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay, thank you very much, Richard and Jonathan. Yeah. Hey, Adwari again. Adwari? This? I thought we had done Adwari. About the Serusi. Serusi did not come. Serusi. They were supposed to be. All right, welcome. Stall last, but being last does not. Sometimes the last become the first. Now, We give you 3 to 5 minutes to present your project, introduce yourself, title of your project, and tell us what your project is about and how it works.
Yes.
3 to 4 minutes.
This is a lawnmower. It's a rechargeable lawnmower. So,
speak louder.
This is as you can see, the major thing here is just the mower, the knife that cuts the grass, and it consists of the tire. And these motors they move the tires, and this is done. It can done. So we have used this movement inside here, and this movement is brought about using that mower. That motor. That motor moves and causes this one to move. And we have tied it using a rope. So due to tension, it will move like this, then it stops. It stops here. And also this one, if it moves like this, this board will touch it. Holding a stick, that is, yeah, it is also there. So if it moves this side, this toy is going to stop it. That. But if it moved up to this side, this box would block it and it will not move. So it has its remote control charger. This one, this knife, it has its own charger here. So if it is like this, it is off, and if it is like this, it's on. So this one, it has a moving system. And now we have set it in a way that now for this test we have put this one here because this car big enough to cover. We decided so you can put power, you can charge it USB the same type. So you can push it inside and then to the charger, then to the socket. Then now also this one you can charge. Like you can put your USB port here, then connect to your phone. The batteries will be charging again your phone also. As it will charge also from here, then it's also providing power for running the tire and also for bending the corners. And not only that, also for moving the knives. So if you have put it on, if it is like this, you have to not completed all the circuit from here. So if you want to complete it, for power to go anywhere on this mower, either here or on the knives, you put it off from here, and that's not yet now. So you put it on from also here. So when you move it here, you see it starts moving. But since we don't have enough power for running this one, and you can see the effect from here, it can move, cutting the grass. So it can move, cutting the grass, as you can see, as it moves. So if it is moving like this, it turns this like this. If it is moving, if you want it to turn the other side, you can bring it here. But if you want it to move straight, you also bring it here. So it can move, cutting the grass. But if you feel like you have a space left and it is not yet cut, you can it's moving back. It will not be cutting until you moving forward. The knife rotate to the sharp point. You can see if it is on, you see this one like this. You are seeing the direction of the knife. It is passing this side. So means the tire will be moving forward. So if it is moving backward, you see it will be moving like this. This one cannot cut the grass, so it will just be moving like that. But if you know reach the point where you have not cut well, so you can put it. It can start from there now. It will start now cutting from there. Then you go. If you feel like you have reached, like if you have reached here, you can turn. Then from here you can turn. Then you come back up. Yeah. Yes, that's it. But because of this, because of smoke, this one cannot produce smoke because it has no engine of burning fuel or what, and of course you cannot buy fuel for it. You can just charge. It's any sound to be produced. You're not interrupted, and there is no bulk of moving it. Moving it time and again, going is it and having
problem with your physical health. So you just move, you just sit under the shade, that's it, move on the sand there. So you just have your remote control moving the shade. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, our young innovator. You have come up with this particular project, which is a good one, and we believe it can preserve our environment because it doesn't use what another source of fuel apart from the electricity. You shortcomings in your machine here. Now, how do you intend to address the shortcomings that you have in coming up
This is
with?
just a prototype, but in our near plan, we are going to still improve on this one. We are going to tie it with nuts where you can open and correct, then you fix it back.
Now, for example, when you're supposed to at least clean a compound, there are places where there are normally what grasses that are overgrown. Even others would have a terrain. The grass to be cut. The compound.
Okay.
Now, how can you go about maybe adjusting the blade so that it clears the compound?
See, if you see that the oil is here and if it has stopped, because the front tire will have fallen in the oil, right? So it will not move. So you will notice that there is no movement. So this one will not be inside because it's a driving tire. So you just reverse, then you turn, then you continue with your move. Yeah, slash it. That's it.
The idea is for you to improve. The blade can be adjusted. Move down or come up. Yes.
We're also planning
So
to make it.
Yeah. Yes, good afternoon, our innovators. We wish to learn more about your. We don't know maybe what it can do about the machine.
This is hydraulic excavator. It is a machine operated with fluid under pressure. So the knowledge that we have used in school from the basic subjects we have there, we have physics. The knowledge from physics that we have used is pressure. Pascal's principle that states that from the Pascal's principle that states that the pressure applied at one point of an enclosed fluid is transmitted equally throughout that fluid. So I would like to take you through how this excavator is operated. As you are seeing here, this one is piston 1, 2, 3, respectively. We have named them. Here also 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I would like to take you through how it is operated. For you to take, for instance, that now you have a sand from here, some sand, for the excavator to take from here to the other point. You're going to use your piston controller board. You're going to start by using piston 2. Piston 2, if you apply pressure by bringing it backward like this, you are seeing it's adjusting. It's adjusting. When it adjusts, you turn it to that side where the load you are going to pick from. That is piston 4 from here. You are going to pull the plunger of the piston like that. As you are seeing, it is moving. Then you are going to use piston 2 again to lower it down, as you are seeing, piston 2. Then this very piston 2, you are going to bring it closer like that. Then piston 2, you bring it like that. Then you apply pressure at piston 3 again to lift it up. Apply piston 2, turn it again like that. Then piston 2 again, you apply another force. Then you pour it down by the piston 1. So that is how it is operated. So as you are seeing from here, this load here, it is to balance our community. Our community. as the other one. This excavator is cheap. So now the government cannot waste more money. For example, the other one is bought at the high price and also transported at the high price. Is increasing the income of the expenditure. But this one, the government will spend less money, then some income will be used in serving the citizens. Now, our excavator that is innovative from the other one in a way that this excavator is less harmful in the environment. As you can see, it is using the feed. It is using the feed. But the other one uses oil, which it produces that those harmful gases as leading to the pollution of environment. But this one is less harmful. No.
Thank you for your exhibition here.
You're welcome.
You have demonstrated to us that you can use this to transmit some particular force to your system here. Now, what is this fluid that you use? The fluid that you use to the system.
So, the fluid that we have used here is we have used water. Since it is locally available and cheap for us to can easily get it than to go and buy those expensive ones, which will enhance our way of coming up with the project.
Yes, I can see. And this particular product here should be improved in such a way that it can be put on the market and people can come in for it. So there is need for you to at least improve on this particular framework, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you told us that it is cheap, but you don't know, is it cheap because of this controls or cheap because of some technology you are using? So why is it cheap? You say it is cheaper than what we have in the market.
You sit close to one another.
That's why we
So
are saying
that
it's cheap.
it's easier for them
As you are
to
saying,
capture. Yeah.
by buying it cheaply,
Yes.
like for instance, now if you go to any retail
Those who are coming there, can you come in front where the teacher
I
is?
would like you to sell for
Can you complete this line? Come in front
I
here.
easily got
Now you come here.
than those spending
Yes,
money
this
to buy
line will complete it.
those
Yes.
those
So that
those
the picture should
materials
be
used for making the real one.
highly organized.
So this one here can be easily got.
Okay. Those who are down there, can you come in front? Yes.
Yeah. Mark, then and Team Gabriel. Team Gabriel. Good luck. Thank you. This is our teacher.
Studio alaikum kan.
Oh yeah, it's fine here.
Doesn't matter of doing it like this.
setting. Don't have what your character. You know, look at my phone. Look at my cat. You know, why am I?